Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Today, as you can see, we have a very new face to our program. Yvonne Diaz is not exactly new to exercise or stretching, but she is fairly new to our show. So I'm going to have Yvonne introduce herself before we move on to our other participants. Yvonne, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Yvonne. I was very interested in doing the yoga. I've done Pilates before, but
Right.
This seems pretty interesting to me, and it's a new technique I would like to learn.
It was interesting that you asked me before we started. We were talking about the difference between Pilates and yoga. It's important for our viewers to understand the difference as well. The major difference between Pilates and yoga, in Pilates you use thoracic breathing. In yoga we try to use abdominal breathing, especially with the lower abdomen. We try to use the lower abdomen to breathe in and out as much as we can. Especially when you exhale, you're always exhaling and sucking in the lower abdomen. So you're trying to use muscles in the front of your body, in the lower part of your body, more than the upper half. And there are, of course, postures where you would definitely need to inhale consciously, but it's all about conscious breathing in yoga anyway. So I'm glad you actually brought that up before we started, so that gave us a good focus point for our viewers as well. Just to let you know, for viewers at home or at work, wherever you're stretching with us, breathing is more important than stretching. I cannot stress that often enough, because breathing is... Breath is the third aspect of Ashtanga yoga. Ashtanga has 8 limbs of yoga, and posture is only after breath. So the third aspect of yoga, Ashtanga yoga, is breathing, and only then is asana. We'll get into more details about the different aspects of yoga in another episode. Josiane Heard to our extreme right. Josiane, welcome back to the show. Josiane's a very familiar face, so tell us a little bit more. How did you feel yesterday first?
I was
Need
so
some
great.
feedback.
I was recharging.
You
Totally recharging.
That's a nice word, yeah.
Yes.
Good.
How I feel. I love to...
So we're all like human batteries, right?
Oh, yes.
We need to recharge
We need to
every
recharge
now and then.
Absolutely.
So every time we
It should
stretch.
be a discipline to do every day.
That's right.
Every day.
That's right. How long do you think you'll be comfortable stretching every day? Because we could just stretch doing everyday
It
things.
becomes addictive.
It becomes addictive, right? It's healthful
You need
addiction.
it, your body craving for it.
Yeah,
In my
right.
case,
right.
anyway.
Darwin, Reina to my immediate right. Darwin, how
Hello,
did you
Banu.
feel?
Thank you for having me again. I feel great after yesterday. Wow, it's great. It's always
You think
great.
your mom
here.
will stretch with us when she watches
Yeah,
you?
she love it.
Would
Yeah.
she stretch with us too?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, Ruby, this episode is for you. We dedicate this episode to Darwin's mother, Ruby. If you're watching us, this one is for you. Feel free to stretch with us. Anything else you want to add to the show before we start?
Banu, no, I'm very surprised the exercise we do here is a lot of synchronization, right?
Yes.
Most of the time.
They flow one into the other. And
Yeah.
what we do, we built a little sequence called 48 Plus. They're intended to flow, to transition one into the other like a dance motion.
And you always have to be aware, or after you do it so much, you already do it like...
Well,
or you always aware of...
You always
your
need...
feet.
Well, that's what it's about. It's about being... It's self-awareness. It's increasing our self-awareness. You need to be aware of yourself. We internalize every posture with the breath. That's why we talk about breathing. Exhale when things get difficult. Exhale when you go down. When the posture gets difficult, exhale. So we make a conscious effort to actually make the posture a little easier for ourselves by focusing on the breathing,
Right.
by focusing on the body, by taking our awareness to that part of the body that needs attention. So you're sending oxygen. Where the mind goes, energy flows. So you're sending oxygen
Right.
to that part of the body that needs it most. So yes, awareness is another wonderful word. It's about self-awareness.
And it's true, stretches give you, I don't know, kind of released.
It does.
You know,
It does.
because I was very tired yesterday after the show.
Besides the endorphin release,
you
yes.
start feeling good again. You're like new, like you get a
Right.
new energy again.
You have a
renew it, like
it's
you
like
say.
having 48 hours in the day, right?
Yeah, right.
Did you go bar hopping yesterday? Tell us the truth. We probably will do that tonight. So before I forget my manners, I'd like to thank our amazing crew. Between Rich and Drew, thank you so much for training a wonderful, wonderful crew. Today we have Adina Marmelstein, JD Mado, Andrew Soltis, Emma Noble, and we have Charles German. All of them on camera. Thank you so much for these amazing shots. We also have Ivanhoe Gadpai, Kavai Anakalea, Joshua Garcia, and Frederic Montero. I hope I got your names right. Forgive me if I made a mistake. When you come back and work with us again, I promise I will get that right. What we're going to do in today's episode is take you through some stretches that help bring release for the sciatic nerves, which means forward folds. Basically, the sciatic nerves, they begin from the base of the spine. So you have the spine right. Actually, why don't you turn around, down? The spine runs all the way down the back of the body, and of course you have names. You have lumbar 3, lumbar 4, cervix 3, 4, so you have numbers for them. Right about the base, you have the sacrum, and at the sacrum, the spine divides and goes down the back of the legs and goes all the way down the side of the thighs, all the way down to the calf. Now, the sciatic nerves are protected by the hamstrings. So when we do forward folds, the hamstrings are protecting that, but the hamstrings also get a wonderful stretch. So you get a beautiful release of endorphins because the hamstrings are very thick muscles in the back of our legs. We were talking about that at the beginning of the program today. And between the hamstrings and the bone, you have something called the tendon, and that tendon stretches, especially when we're doing forward folds. We can turn to face the camera now. So what's happening is every time we do forward folds or side stretches, whole body side stretches, you're not just stretching the hamstrings themselves, you're not just releasing endorphins by stretching the tendons below the hamstrings, you're also bringing relief to the sciatic nerves. So let's all stand up. We're all going to stand up. We're going to do a few forward folds and some full body stretches. We'll probably take you through about 10 to 12 standing stretches and see if we can transition to seated. Heels are together. Let's stagger ourselves this time. Josiane, Darwin, why don't you come forward? And actually, I might have you go back a little bit, Yvonne. That's good. Josiane and Yvonne are going to go back this time. Darwin and I are coming forward. Heels are together, toes slightly apart, palms in front of your chest. We always try to start our standing postures with the palms in front of the chest. It helps internalize the experience. Thumbs are facing inward, heels together. Inhale the arms up. Now exhale, tighten your buttock muscles, your gluteals, your low abdominal muscles. Exhale, fold from the hip. If your palms do not reach all the way to the floor, Pada Hasta. Pada is feet, Hasta is hands. Literally, it's hands to feet. If your hands don't go down all the way, that's perfectly okay. Place your palms at your ankles or your shin. Avoid your knees if you can. You don't want to push your patella. You don't want to push your kneecap back. So place it right there. Please hold your postures. I want to point it. You look very comfortable, Yvonne, since you're fairly new. Why don't you turn to your side? Well, turn a little bit. Yes, that's good. In profile. Now, Yvonne, do you feel the back of your legs? Do you feel the hamstrings stretching in the back of your legs? So the sciatic nerves divide in the back all the way. So you should also feel a wonderful, delicious stretch of the hamstrings and the sciatic nerves. Hold it right there. Place your palms together. Let's inhale. Come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Let's all turn to face the front right side of the mat. Bring your legs out about 3 feet apart. Now, in case you feel blindsided, Darwin, I know you've been with us in several episodes, so you know where to watch. If anyone feels like we're not really synchronizing, perfectly okay to watch the monitor. Viewers at home, join us, stretch with us. Carmen, that includes you. Put your brakes on. So bring your toes in. We're going to take you through a posture called Trikonasana. 3 is 3, Kon is corner, Trikon literally is 3 corners or triangle. Once your feet are nice and firm, turn your left foot out. Turn your upper body to face the side of the studio. So you want to make sure that just your foot, left foot is turned out. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Place it right there. Now, what we're going to do is lean a little bit to the left and then exhale, dip your left hand in front of the left foot or the left ankle. Take your right arm all the way up. Both palms face forward. Look up at the raised arm. You should feel a wonderful stretch in the back of your legs. Do you feel that, Darwin?
Yes.
In the back of your leg, especially
Right.
the back of the adductor muscles on the inside of your upper left thigh. You should also feel a beautiful stretch on the abductor muscles, the outside of the upper right thigh. Inhale, let's come up. Arms at shoulder height. Turn your left foot in and then turn the right foot out. Now we're going to turn away from the camera for just a moment. You want to make sure that the heel of the right foot is at a T with the inside of the left sole. Lean a little bit to your right. Exhale, dip your right hand in front of the right ankle. Left arm goes all the way up. Both palms face forward. Look up at the raised arm. This time you should feel a delicious stretch in your abductor muscles on the outside of your upper left thigh. And you should feel a beautiful stretch of the obliques on the left side of your waist. You should also feel the same stretch, same delicious stretch you felt on the other side on the back of your right upper right thigh. Hold it. Inhale, let's come up. Now, turn your right foot in, turn your left foot out. We're going to take this one step further to a posture called Virabhadra or Brave Warrior, and then we're going to transition to Virabhadra Kona, Warrior Angle. We're going to exhale and bend the left knee. Exhale and bend. See if you can get, if you hear any pops and crackles in any of our knees, that's air pockets. Those are not Rice Krispies. So exhale and dip. Let's take it further. Dip your left hand in front of your left ankle. Take the right arm all the way up. Look up to face the right palm. Now, when your right arm is all the way up, you want to take your right shoulder back so you feel a little more of a stretch on your upper right side of your chest. Josiane, I'd like you to remind our viewers, what is this posture? You like to say something about this posture, right? Someone is holding Josiane's hand, pulling her hand from up above. I love that. Now, let's take this a step further. Take your right arm all the way overhead. Very nice. Keep your palm facing down. I can hear that. Yvonne, how are you doing? You'll feel amazing at the end of this. Let's inhale, come up, take your arm back to shoulder height. Straighten your left knee, turn your left foot in, turn the right foot out. We're going to do the same 2 postures on the right side. We're going to look away from the camera once more. Exhale, bend your right leg at the knee. Keep exhaling. Dip your right hand in front of your right ankle. Take your left arm all the way up. Both palms face forward. Look up to look up at the tip of your fingers on the left hand. Take your left shoulder back this time. Not only will you feel the left side of the chest opening up, your pectorals and the intercostals get a wonderful stretch in the front of your upper body. You also feel a beautiful compacting of your trapezius and your latissimus in the back, upper back of your body. Hold it. Inhale. Let's come up. You want to go all the way. That's right. Thank you, Josiane. I need Josiane to keep me in check. To balance ourselves, let's take our left arm all the way overhead. Take this one step further. This is a wonderful moment to realize we get a beautiful stretch of the obliques on the left side of our body again. Inhale. Let's come back. Turn your right foot in. Exhale. Bring your arms down. Wiggle your feet a little closer. Let's turn to face the cameras this time. Actually, the next one is also a forward fold. Okay, we're going to take it back and forth a little bit. We have another posture called Ugra Asana. We've just done a wonderful wide spread of the legs. So what we're going to do is first we're going to do a little bit of a stretch in the obliques and then go back to Prasarita Padottan. This time I'm going to have Yvonne and Josiane come forward. And Darwin and I are going to go back. Heels are together, toes slightly apart, palms in front of your chest. We're going to take our viewers through a posture called Ardha Chandra. Yvonne, you're here for the first time. If you feel blindsided, feel free to watch the monitor.
Okay.
Now, we're going to take our viewers through a posture called Ardha Chandra. Ardha is half, Chandra is moon. Literally, we should try and look like a crescent moon. Some of us have a deeper crescent than others. It's okay. We're not competing with anyone, just with ourselves. Inhale the arms up. Look up. Wiggle your biceps behind your ears. Exhale, dip to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, bring your arms in front of your chest, palms facing down, and keep your elbows raised. Bring your feet out about 6 to 8 inches apart. We'll take our viewers through a posture called Kati Chakra. Kati is spinning or halfway around. Chakra is wheel. So literally, we're trying to look like a spinning wheel. So the motion can be pretty rapid, but we're going to slow down a little bit for you. We can exhale, our right arm out all the way to the back. Inhale back to the front, and then the left arm. We'll do it twice. First, we keep our hips where they are. The second time, take your hips with you. Exhale to the right. Follow your arm with your eyes. Follow the tip of your fingers with your eyes. Inhale back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to the center. This time we're going to take our hips with us and feel the difference. You should feel a deeper stretch in your sciatic nerves and the back of your legs, the outside of your legs. This time, exhale to the right. Take your hips with you. Inhale back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale and release. Now here's the next posture that we've promised you. It's called Prasarita Padottanasana. Let's turn. How are you going, Yvonne? Feel good already, right?
Yeah.
You'll feel great at the end of this. Bring your legs out about 4 feet apart, a little wider than you normally would. If you're very tall, you may wish to go a little further. Now, I usually go about 3 feet, so I'm going to take it about 3.5, maybe 4 feet, but about 3.5 for now. Now, Yvonne, you may want to go forward a little more on your mat. I don't want you to slip, of course. Also, this might be a good time to keep this block close to you. I'm going to keep mine as well. If you have a foam block at home, if you have any props at home, feel free to use them. But remember, props are like training wheels. You only need them as long as you really need them. Once you're comfortable not using them, get rid of props. Now put your brakes on. This is one posture you want to be very careful not to slip. Put your brakes on, so bring your toes in. Okay, I want to make sure it's there. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Clasp your palms in any manner you've been trained to do. So you could cross your fingers all the way, keep your palms flat, or have your index fingers and thumbs out. I'm going to cross my fingers over. Actually, no, maybe I'll keep my palms flat. We're going to exhale and fold from the hip. Prasarita Padottanasana. Before we get into this posture, Prasarita is widespread, Padottan is feet, Asana is posture. Exhale, fold with a nice straight back. Here in the studios, we're trying to make sure we do not hit each other, so we're going to stagger ourselves. Now, if you have a block with you at home, feel free. Always make an effort to get into a posture without props first. And if you cannot get it on certain days, that's okay. You can start using your props. Keep exhaling and dip. You should feel a wonderful stretch in the back of both legs. I can hear you down. And if you feel that the top of your head is not going to touch the floor today, use a prop. Use the block at the lowest orientation. I want to get a nice grip, exhale, and dip. Whatever you do, you want to make the connection, so you want to touch the top of your head to the floor or the mat. You could also use it at midpoint or at the highest point. Keep your elbows close. Now, we want to get rid of the block. Wiggle your feet a little closer, and when you think it's safe to take your hands off of the mat, place your palms together, come up with a nice straight back. Wiggle your feet a little closer. You want to be safe. Exhale, and very nice. Exhale and release. You must have wiggle your feet closer together, and let's turn to face the front of the mat. How do you feel? Got a nice stretch in the back of the legs. You look very comfortable there. And you said you hadn't done yoga before? It's all about stretching. You did great. Wonderful. All right, we're going to get the blocks out of the way. We have a few more forward folds. I think we're going to skip the balance postures. You're happy, right, Josiane? So am I. Sorry, Darwin. I know you like balance.
Next time.
We're going to skip some of the balance. Let's take our viewers through a posture called, thank you. Let's take our viewers through a posture called Uttanasana. Uttan is also called ragdoll in North America, but it literally means intense forward fold. Heels are together, toes slightly apart, and why don't Yvonne and Josiane maybe... Actually, no, Yvonne and Darwin, why don't you come forward? Maybe Josiane and I will go back this time. Heels together, toes slightly apart, palms in front of the chest. Inhale the arms up. Take your arms all the way. Actually, we did start out wrong in this. I apologize. That's okay. Easily corrected. Cross your arms over. Hold on to your opposite elbows. Wiggle your biceps behind your ears. Exhale. Fold from the hip. Let gravity do your work for you. One of the 5 major principles in yoga is gravity. We allow gravity to take us deeper and deeper into postures, and that's why we discourage, especially in this program, we discourage the use of props. If you don't need them, don't use them. Now, very gently place your palms about 16 to 18 inches in front of your feet. We'll transition directly into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take your left leg back and then the right. The school that I trained in would call this posture Parvat or mountain. Adho is down or downward. Mukha is face or facing. Shvana is dog. Downward facing dog or mountain. Keep exhaling. Now use your abdominal breath. Use your belly to breathe in and out in this posture. It's a wonderful, wonderful rest position. The way to get the most out of the stretch is to bring your heels down as close to the floor as you can. If you think that's not going to happen today, feel free to use a block, or you want to roll up a towel or a mat. Anything that will help you keep the connection. Keep exhaling. Dip your head between your biceps and hold. Very gently walk your feet close to your hands, and we're going to come up. Also, because I'm not sure what's the next posture, keep your palms together. Let's inhale, come up, exhale, and release. There's one more wonderful posture. It's called Parsva Kona Namaskara. Parsva is intense, Kona is corner, Namaskara is prayer. Now, getting into that posture as a transitional posture, it's easier to transition, but doing it in isolation, there's a different start to it. Bring your right foot out in front. Both feet are facing the front of the mat. Take your left foot back, as far back as you can, especially if you're very tall. You want to take it further back because you have a longer space to cover. So I'm going to wiggle my right foot forward a little more. Even though I'm not very tall, I want to make sure that I get the most out of this posture. Keep exhaling. Bend both your knees. Very gently place the left knee on the mat. Uncurl your toes in the left foot. And be aware, I know sometimes our knees feel very strong. We keep our toes curled in. Just be aware if your toes are curled in, there's more pressure on the knees. As we age, the synovial fluid, the lubricant behind our kneecap, dries up. So if there's too much pressure on the knees, you could hurt yourself. So you want to just keep your toes uncurled. Now I'm going to wiggle my right foot a little further, exhale, and dip. Now, to be able to feel that stretch on the side of your legs, now what we're going to do is inhale, take the left arm up, Parsva Kona Namaskara. Exhale, dip the left elbow over the right knee. Place the right palm on top of the left. Look up at the raised elbow. Now this time you should feel a beautiful stretch on the outside of the back of your left leg all the way. And the deeper the deeper the stretch in your quads on the front of your left leg, the greater is the stretch on the sides as well. But inhale, let's come out of that, and let's very gracefully switch legs as gracefully as we can. Take the right knee back, bring the left foot forward. Uncurl your toes in the right foot. Exhale and dip. First of all, you want to make sure that you feel the stretch in the front of the upper right thigh. So you're feeling the stretch in your quad muscles in the front of your right leg. Now, you want to feel the side the outside, the abductor muscles and the sciatic nerve. So you want to feel the stretch on the outside too. Exhale, dip, left knee is up. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left. Place your left palm on top of the right. Look up at the raised elbow. If this posture is not doing it for you, if you don't feel the stretch, you may want to take your body further, as deep as you can, till you feel the stretch. Inhale. Let's come out of that. And let's all come down into seated position. So what we're going to do with our left leg extended, or you can just come back into it, we're going to go into head to knee, Janu Sirsha. Very gently, extend your left leg out in front of you. Bend your right leg at the knee. Janu is knee, Sirsha is head. Literally, it means head to knee. My head may not touch my knee today or anytime in the next 100 years, but the idea is to aim for it. The idea is to try to get there.
I can use the black on this.
Absolutely, you can. If you're comfortable using a block, feel free, because this is a good time to show our viewers too how to use it. The other thing, that block really does help bring your torso up as well, so that way you're able to fold forward. So that's really good. Did you want to use a block? You look very comfortable. You don't want to use a block, right?
I'll see.
Yeah, we're just going to aim for the knee. We're not necessarily going to get there today. Inhale. Keep your left foot flexed. Make sure that we have about 2 minutes. Inhale, the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Exhale, fold from the hip. Wrap your hands around your left foot. And if you're not able to get your hands all the way over, the way Josiane and also Yvonne has them, you feel free to just hold on to at least your big toe. When I hold my big toe, I know that the nerves that end in the big toe start at the eyes. So the optic nerves are getting refreshed when I hold on to my big toe. Plus, gives me something to hold on and pull forward. I feel a wonderful stretch. We should all feel that in the back of the legs. Inhale, let's come up. Switch legs. While we're stretching the other leg, extend the right leg out. Fold the left leg in. I'd like to thank our amazing crew, Adina Marmelstein. We have Charles German on camera, Ivan Ogadpai, Kavai Ana Kalea, Joshua Garcia, and Frederic Montero. In the control room, Andrew Soltis and JD Amato as well. Inhale, the arms up, all the way, palms facing in. Exhale, fold from the hip. Josiane, you were the one who told me not to forget the other side. I know you did. Keep exhaling. Let's inhale, come up while the cameras are still rolling. Let's extend the other leg out, Paschimottanasana. Both legs extended, both feet flexed. Inhale, the arms all the way overhead. Turn your palms in. Exhale, fold from the hip.